Good morning. Good morning. Thought I would come on and do a little reading. So if you would like a card drawn specifically for you, you can put that in the comments. For now, I'm just going to start with one of my many favorite books, More Languages of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. And today being December 5th, be happy now. Time is what keeps everything from happening at once, the bumper sticker ahead of me read. Maybe, I thought. I was racing back home from the computer store, busily doing my errands, trying to get things done. I noticed a restaurant and saw shopping center to my right on the freeway. I've been curious about this place for almost a year. Today, instead of driving by, I turned off the highway and pulled into the parking lot. Hi, guys. Hi, Karen. I spent the next 3 hours browsing through the stores filled with antiques, trinkets, and gourmet foods. Then I enjoyed a leisurely dinner, a juicy hamburger, and a chocolate malt at the restaurant before returning home. The stores had always been there. I'd always driven past. Today I stopped, satisfying my curiosity, and enjoyed myself. It's easy to spend our lives working towards a goal, convinced that if we could only get there, we'd be truly happy then. Today is the only moment we have. If we wait until tomorrow to be happy, we'll miss out on the beauty of today. Have your plans, set goals, let yourself be happy now. God, universe, fill in the blank with whatever you would like. Help me be aware of the joy that's in front of me now instead of waiting for tomorrow to bring me happiness. Good morning. So true. And like I said yesterday, it is our decision to be happy. And one thing I have noticed when I set out in the morning to be happy, regardless of what happens, the universe will challenge you. So it'll be like, are you sure? And then, so it's our chance to keep trying, right? So we just keep going until, it's like fake it till you make it. Okay, so I am going to draw from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck and see what they have to say for us today. The Mystical Shaman. Number 38. And the essence. So this is a symbol of the myth maker, the storyteller, who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is a symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all matter of miracles and manifestations are possible. When we realize and remember that we truly are co-creators of our universe, the magic happens. So the invitation is, when the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. It is that magical time. And then the medicine, so the lesson in the card is be careful for what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions us to caution us against sorry, I can't read all of a sudden. Relentless attachment to a certain form that you think that will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream coming into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you have been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal will you be happy, that you will arrive. You didn't even notice you no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. Let it go, let it be just a story, and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. So beautiful. And we'll do a healing with your angels oracle card for everyone. Again, if you're hopping on and you want a personal card, feel free to put it in there. Hi, Miranda. How are you? Been thinking about you lots this week. It's been a little hectic in my world. How's it going in yours? Oh, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel, finally. Nature. Nature's calling all of us. Time to spend some time outside. So one thing I'm realizing is being in nature is a natural way of releasing the shit that's holding you back. That is true. So anyway, spending time alone in nature is important for you. Even 5 minutes in a garden would be healing for you right now. And actually, I just was watching another video, and so grounding is so important, but obviously in Vermont it's really hard to do in the winter because of the snow. So one thing you can do is soak your feet in Epsom salt, or get a little foot soak for you. Another thing that I've done that has been really beneficial for me is oh, cool. I keep forgetting you're behind us in time because I just got my kiddos to school. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah, grounding your bed. So you can, how I did this, I bought, it looks kind of like tinfoil, but it's tape on one side, so you can tape it onto your mattress, and then take speaker wire and a plug that you will buy at a store, like hardware store, and you wire it into the grounding of the plug. And so a wire and a clip will clip onto the tape, and then you run it into the plug and plug it into the grounding cord of your electrical outlet thing, and that will keep your bed grounded. So what I've been finding is I release all my crap at night when I sleep, and then I wake up feeling more refreshed and like I actually got a good night's sleep. So if you are unable to go outside regularly to ground, that's another option. But there are millions of ways that you can ground as well. So by drawing this card, the angels ask you to interact with nature more often, every day if possible. And that was the other thing I wanted to remind people too is um, you can bring nature inside too. Plants help for so many reasons. They um, can help with insomnia. They clean the air in your apartment or house or wherever you're bringing them into. Plus, it also makes you feel like, for me at least, I have plants everywhere in my house, and it just kind of brings the outside in, especially when we are hibernating during the winter. This card also signifies that you may be happier living in a more rural setting. That is my experience. It was funny when I got divorced, I was ready to be independent, and therefore I wanted to. I was having car problems a lot. Like my car would break down all the time. I remember one time I had this little Volkswagen Cabrio convertible car, and I had my two youngest children in the back seat, and they were really little at the time. They were probably like 5 and 6 maybe. And we live in a little city that has traffic lights everywhere. And I remember the light turned green and my car died. And it was not going to start again. And so I had to get out and put it in neutral and push it through the lights, and all these guys in trucks are laughing at me. I'm like, yeah, just keep laughing. And so I pushed it into the bank parking lot, and I don't know, I think it ended up starting eventually and we got out of there. But those were the type of issues that I had on a regular basis when I was trying to be on my own, and I was so stubborn. I wasn't willing to ask anybody for help. And I don't know where I was going with this, but oh yeah, so it was really important for me to be in a city that if I was having car problems, I could just walk to work or take a bus, or actually I rode my bike everywhere. And now that I feel that I've gotten my foundation for what I want to bring into our life now laid down, I am having this wicked urge to get out of this city. My children are very much nature lovers, and even they're struggling in this little area that we are in. So that absolutely makes sense to me, that we have absolutely been craving to be living in more of a nature, like a woodsy area. If you have thought about moving away from city life, consider this card an additional validation. So tells you right there that move is in the making. Also, this card may be encouraging you to choose an operation involving plants or animals, or occupation, sorry. For instance, if you may enjoy gardening, nursery or veterinary work, pet sitting, or delving into the world of animal communication. Your angels and the nature angels are helping you discover and give your gifts to the world. Help them to help you by spending more time in nature. That's so cool. That's the other reason too, is my daughter is an animal whisperer, and I really want, so she has always wanted to have like a animal rescue sanctuary type of place, and I feel that's coming as well. Plus, animals are so healing for people, and we haven't, in the apartment we live in, we've never been allowed to have pets, and my children really need to be around pets. So yeah, we're moving hopefully soon. All right, so let's do a spirit animal oracle. Oh, we got this the other day, but it's so relevant for today. Nightingale spirit. So really this month is about setting clear intentions, and we're really working through all releasing anything that no longer serves our highest good. So as you keep clear intentions on what you want to bring in throughout the rest of the year and into next year, what you'll notice is anything that no longer serves that goal will basically come up for you to acknowledge it. So old things that, and this being Mercury retrograde, it's happening as well, but basically things that you thought were handled or you thought you could handle them are now coming back up for you to look at them again. And basically it's like a period where you can reevaluate to see if you still want that goal. It really depends on what situation you're going through. So for Nightingale spirit, love is all around. In the darkness of night, Nightingale spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. You are so loved, and the illumination song of the Nightingale spirit calls you to a new level of self-awareness and connection with the light. Yes, there is shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exists everywhere, even in the seemingly emptiness of space, darkness, and a starless night. Hearken to the message, listen to the song of the nightingale. Remind you that love is all around. Feel it and trust in tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that the space that appears empty, they're actually filled with love and abundance. Illumination will happen soon. And the protection message of the card is: the darker the skies, the more it seems the dawn will never appear. But Nightingale spirit is here to remind you that the sun will soon shine again. You will soon feel the love and notice the abundance that surrounds you. Sing now. Put on some music or simply sing in the empty space, for finding the light within and giving it voice will rise to hope and to help you begin to hear the call of another who, like you, is beginning to fear the light would never come. Bring the light into the darkness with love from within. Give it voice and know that daybreak will soon be here. And as I was saying in the beginning, it was like, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like these are extremely challenging times for everybody. I think if somebody is saying that they're not going through a hard time right now, they're just hiding it a lot better than the rest of us. That's all. All right, so let's do a message from our angels, and then I'll do a crystal oracle card, hopefully. I could have sworn I had them right here. Somebody's been too busy and needs a time out. Teresa. It is so important to take care of yourself right now, because if you aren't, who else is going to do it for you? Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Dear one, you've been working very hard. You're very tired now, yet you keep pushing yourself to work more, and more. I am here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take a respite. You have certainly earned it, and you will be more efficient and productive after taking this rest. You give so much to others that at times it's like you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for nurturing, and no one is going to give you that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take a much needed time out. Take a nap. Go play for a while. Please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will be met and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. We will also bring you additional earthly help to assist in delegating your work. So call on the angel Teresa to help you with this today. Because us moms tend to feel guilty about taking care of ourselves, but I can tell you for a fact that if you do not, I know this for a fact, I gave out of obligation till I had nothing left to give anymore. And then I realized that you have to fill your own cup up first in order to be able to be of true service of others. All right, so I just had to stand up and look because I know I had crystal cards here. Unless I put them in my bag this morning. Oh, here they are. Perfect. Sorry about that. But I really wanted to do one of these for everybody. I tend to drop my phone a lot when I do that. Okay, so our crystal buddies are here to help us as well. So one thing I was actually thinking about doing is going on a crystal shopping spree. We have an amazing store that's local for me. And so if anybody is looking for a particular stone and have not had luck finding it, or another thing I was thinking about doing is offering like gemstone consulting. Like if you have a specific problem, which gemstone would be best for that, for the healing properties. So I'm thinking about doing something like that, but I want to get it going soon because I want it to be ready in time for holiday shopping. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And we got chrysoprase, which is a great heart chakra stone and a healing stone. So if you get the image of it in your head, you don't have to actually have it on you to get the benefits. So chrysoprase. Hear my daughter singing in the background. Okay, so chrysoprase helps with fertility, love, compassion, truth, uplifting. Chrysoprase helps open the heart center and allows you to feel the presence of divine, unconditional love. You are entering a fertile period that will enable you to creatively express your true nature in a loving and compassionate way. Through this, you will give birth to new ideas that reflect and align with your true essence. All you would love to create, manifest, and achieve is now possible, provided you remain true to yourself. Listen to what your heart is saying, be guided by your intuition, and you will create a success and fulfillment that you so rightly deserve. Many wondrous experiences are in store for you. I love that idea. Yes, I should come there January or February. Yes, yes, yes. Sign me up. That's actually one thing I was thinking about too, is I want to create a business that allows me, kind of like Sage Goddess, I guess, in California, that allows me to purchase, like, travel to different gem shows and purchase the stones there and then bring them to people or something. So that's cool. I like that idea. I'm working on that. You gonna house me? I'll come stay with you. Oh, that would be so much fun. So yeah, that was our crystal card of the day. If anybody wants a card, feel free to put it in the comments. And we'll ask our guides in the meantime what they have in store for us today. I'm also debating on if I should start selling a lot of the gemstones I have. Okay, so back to the card. Asking our guides for the message for all on the call. Invention, creativity guides. Cool. Hey, and if you ever want to come to Vermont too, you can come stay with me. Oh my God, we'd have so much fun. Inspiration. Or not inspiration, invention. 26. Are you getting the feeling it's a very creative time of year? Invention, creativity guides. Adaptation, adjustment, transformation, and challenge. Sometimes life gives you lemons, but do not worry. Your creativity guides are on hand, helping you transform your lemons into lemonade. No matter who you are and what circumstances you've inherited, life is always a blend of both the positive and the negative. Your creativity guides urge you to be grateful for the pulses of your life and to be creative with the negatives. They'll help you to use your inventiveness to transform any adverse situation into one for the better. So rather than dwelling on your lousy childhood, true though it may have been, appreciate the courage developed in you and use it to change the unsupportive past into a self-reliant present. Rather than endure an unfulfilling job, be resourceful and start the business you've dreamed of for years. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And plus, it's so much prettier here in the summer than it is the winter anyway. Unless you love the snow, pretty much you hibernate. But summertime, oh my God, it's so beautiful here. And we go into the river a lot. We camp. Some of our friends have land right on the river and that we camp on. And it's it's beautiful here. And actually, that's one thing about when I went out to California, I kind of realized that I'm just not appreciating the place that I am at right now. So I am learning to love it. And really, I do like the winter. I stopped enjoying it. So, like, I used to ski, and then when I had kids, I kind of stopped. And so now it's like, ooh, I need to get back into that. So hopefully this year I'm gonna be skiing more. So yes, business. So be resourceful and start the business you've dreamt of for years. This is not to deny the pain in your life, but to use it as an incentive to move into higher ground. Allow your creativity guides to serve you. They're not afraid of the lemons you encounter in life. Gather their juice as fuel to invent much better circumstances and ask them for inspiration and ideas. They have plenty to share. Their message: when you get lemons, make lemonade. Beautiful. Beautiful message. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna do for now. Unless you want a personal card. And I think, let me read your message. Okay, hour and a half. I'll call you and then we'll catch up because I've been thinking about you. Lots and lots. All right, lovelies. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a beautiful day. And yeah, I think that's all for now. I think I'm going to go on to life coach Katie Page and do a meditation. So if you feel like doing one with me, follow me on over there. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Bye.